Hey guys, Ryan Crane here. Today I'm so honored to have a worldly renowned chiropractor, Dr. Barry Goodman, who's been in the business for 40 years and has helped over 100,000 people get out of back pain. Can you believe that? 100,000 people. And it's so special to have Dr. Goodman here tonight help us and help you get out of back pain. So Dr. Goodman, thank you so much for coming. It's truly a pleasure to have you here.
Ryan, it's great to be here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's really great to have him. And, you know, one of the most common questions that I get asked a lot, also working in the fitness field, is what can we do to prevent back pain, and what are the most common causes of back pain?
That's a good question, Ryan. I always recommend to my patients that they maintain core strength and flexibility. Now, core strength can be attained through resistance exercises, flexibility through stretching exercises. I also feel proper biomechanics are very important. That means paying close attention to posture, paying close attention to how we lift, lifting with the legs, not lifting with the back. When we're sitting down, we need to use a good supporting chair, and we need to scoot back in the chair so that the back of the chair actually supports our spine. The other important thing is actually getting up every half hour and moving around. Too many people sit for way too long, and that can be a real problem. The other thing I feel is very important, if you're doing strenuous activities, using a lumbar support belt. This goes around the waist and actually provides extra support to help prevent injury.
That's amazing. And, you know, one of the things that I find is, you know, I have a tendency to sit forward on the chair. My posture suffers. I start rounding the shoulders. I've sat for, before you know it, it's been 2-3 hours, and I get up and my back is stiff. And I think the tips you shared are so easy.
Yes.
And, you know, it's not like it's a lot of work. I mean, I can go out and do this right away.
Exactly. Very, very simple, very straightforward things. It's really just making some changes in how we use our back, just using it in a more correct manner.
Yeah, and that's so helpful because, you know, like I said, I struggle with getting up from, you know, the computer chair when I'm working, and it's, before I know it, it's been 2-3 hours, and that's such a great tip that you've shared.
Sure.
You know, one of the things that I would also like to kind of discuss is you talked about core strength, and you talked about, you know, the spine. What else can we do to, you know, keep people from, you know, serious back problems, like whether it's a bulging disc or a herniated disc or sciatica or stenosis? You know, what else can we do?
Well, proper stretching, I feel, is extremely important. And I feel it's important to stretch the calves, the hamstrings, the quads, and the iliopsoas group. If we keep those muscles stretched, we're not going to have the disc loading up. Also, again, the proper lifting technique can go a long way in protecting the vertebral discs. So I think a combination of the stretching and using that proper biomechanics is going to go a long way to help people prevent those type of injuries.
Well, that's so important because, you know, a lot of people don't stretch, and they go into the gym and they just go on the treadmill and they just lift weights, and they don't allocate any time for stretching. And,
Sure.
you know, it's such an important part of the program. And, you know, when I'm working with clients, it's the cornerstone of what I'm doing. And it's so great to hear that from a doctor who's actually recommending the same things that I'm recommending to my clients all around the world. So, you know, we're on the same page with that.
Sure. And Ryan, having looked at your videos, one of the things I was really impressed with was you not only hit all the key elements to work, but you teach people how to safely work those areas. For instance, I see a lot of people that in trying to stretch their hamstrings, they take their spine and they lean forward touching their toes. Now, if you watch my model, as that spine comes far forward, the discs actually physically bulge. This improper type of stretching of the hamstrings can actually lead to damage to the disc. So not only is the stretching important, but doing it the right way. So I think people would be well advised to take a look at your videos because you show the right way to do these stretches.
Oh, well, thank you, Dr. Goodman. You're far too kind. Well, Dr. Goodman, it's such a pleasure to have you here. I know your schedule is so busy, and it's really an honor to have you here. So I thank you for coming.
And I appreciate being here, Ryan. I had a great time with you.
It's really great to have him. And for those of you who don't know about Dr. Goodman, he's located in Thousand Oaks, California. He's been in business for 40 years. And again, he's treated over 100,000 people. And why don't you tell us some more information where we can find you?
If you want to locate us, you can go online and just go ahead and enter in GoodmanFamilyChiropractic.com. It'll bring up our website. There are links to lots of information. We have a monthly newsletter that you can sign up for. So there's plenty of great content there for anybody that wants to improve the way their back works.
Well, easy enough. I mean, that's such an easy website, and I hope you guys go take a look at what Dr. Goodman has to offer. He's amazing, and I know he's going to continue to help, patients all around town get out of back pain. So on that note, it's truly a pleasure to have been having Dr. Goodman here today. He is a mentor of mine, and it was so good that he was graceful enough to come out and volunteer his time. So that's a wrap, and we will see you soon.